Welcome back. Last time we fixed your feet. We put you in beige suede loafers. We burned your socks. We started to build the foundation. Today, we are going to build the structure. I want you to pause the podcast for a second. Look at yourself. How are you sitting right now? Are your knees pressed together like you're sitting in the middle seat of an economy flight? Are your legs crossed at the knee, cutting off your circulation? Or are you man-spreading so wide you look like you're airing out your laundry? Stop it. There is only one acceptable way for a man to sit in a social or professional setting. Just one. It is called the figure four, ankle on knee. It is not an option. It is a requirement. But I know what happens. I know the little voice inside your head. You try to sit like a boss. You cross that ankle over your knee, and suddenly, the panic sets in. The insecurities start whispering. Is my ankle showing too much? Is my shoe dirty? Is this disrespectful? Today we are going to kill those voices. We are going to silence the beta inside you that is terrified of taking up space. Let's answer the questions that keep you from owning the room. Insecurity number one, the anatomy of the leg. You cross your leg. Your pant leg rides up. Suddenly there is skin. Maybe there is leg hair. Maybe the sock is too short, and you think, oh no, do I look messy? Listen to me. If you followed my advice from the last episode, you are not wearing visible socks. So yes, your ankle is exposed. Good. It's called the gap. That gap is not a mistake. It is a stylistic choice. It shows you are not afraid of your own biology. Is my leg hair showing? Yes. You are a man. Men have hair on their legs. Stop trying to look like a plastic mannequin. That bit of ruggedness framed by the elegance of the beige suede, that is the contrast we want. It's raw, yet refined. If you are constantly pulling your pant leg down to cover your skin, you look fidgety. You look nervous. Let the fabric sit where it wants to sit. Stop touching it. Insecurity number two, the sole of the shoe. This is a big one, especially if you are from a culture like here in the Mediterranean or the Middle East, where showing the bottom of your foot can be seen as an insult. You sit in the figure four, and your shoe sole is facing the person next to you. You panic. Is it clean? Is it rude? Here is the hard truth. If you are afraid to show the bottom of your shoe, it means your shoes are dirty. And if your shoes are dirty, why the hell are you wearing them? The figure four forces you to be impeccable. It is a self-audit mechanism. If you know your sole is clean, if you know you haven't stepped in gum or mud, then showing it isn't an insult. It's a flex. It says, even the parts of me that touch the ground are cleaner than your hands. Now let's talk about respect. Is it disrespectful to the older guy across from me? Read the room. If you are sitting with your grandfather, okay, maybe keep both feet on the floor. That's tradition. But in business, in a social setting, if you are the CEO or you want to be treated like one, you do not hide your feet. You present them. Showing the sole in a figure four isn't saying, I hate you. It's saying, I am comfortable enough to open my posture. Closed body language, knees together, hands in lap, says, please don't hurt me. Open body language, figure four, chest out, says, I have nothing to hide. Now let's talk about space. You worry, am I taking up too much room? Do I look like a jerk? Let's be honest. Yes, you are taking up more room. But there is a difference between man-spreading and the figure four. Man-spreading is sloppy. It's aggressive without style. The figure four is architectural. It creates a triangle. It's a structured shape. You are claiming your territory. When you are on a plane or a crowded subway, obviously have some common sense. Don't kick the person next to you. But in a meeting, in a lounge, take the space. If you shrink yourself to make others comfortable, you are signaling that your comfort is less important than theirs. Is that the message you want to send? I didn't think so.
What do I do with my hands?
This is awkward, right? You're locked into the position, but your arms feel loose. Here is the rule. One hand, usually the one on the same side as the raised leg, can rest lightly on your ankle or your shin. It connects the circuit. It looks thoughtful. The other hand, put it on the armrest, or hold your drink. Do not clasp your hands tightly in front of your chest. That blocks your heart. That's defensive. Keep the torso open. Lean back. Which brings me to the physical limitation. It's hard to lean forward in this position. Exactly. That is the point. Why are you leaning forward? Why are you so eager? The figure four forces you to lean back. It forces you to listen. It forces you to evaluate. When you lean back, you force the other person to lean in to hear you. You change the power dynamic instantly. You become the judge, and they become the performer. If you are in a meeting and you are hunching over the table, scribbling notes like a nervous intern, you've lost. Sit back, cross the leg, listen, speak less. Now a practical nightmare. The low cafe table. You know the one. You're at a trendy coffee shop. The table is down by your shins. You try to do the figure four and bang! Your knee hits the table. The coffee spills. You look like an idiot. Here is the solution. Distance. Push your chair back. Create a gap between you and the table. You do not need to be under the table to drink your coffee. Slide back. Cross the leg. If you can't reach your cup easily, pick it up and hold it. Never compromise your posture for furniture. Make the furniture work for you. And finally, the transition. My leg is tired. I need to switch to the other leg. Will I look stupid? Gentlemen, do not fidget. If you need to switch, you do it in slow motion. Uncross. Plant both feet for a second. Recross the other way. Do not do a little hop. Do not use your hands to lift your leg like it's a heavy log. If you have to use your hands to lift your leg, go to the gym. Work on your hip mobility. A man should be able to snap into a figure four using only his leg muscles. It should look effortless. Let's wrap this up. Why is this mandatory? Why am I being so strict about a sitting position? Because psychology follows physiology. If you sit small, you feel small. You think small. If you sit big, if you expose your ankle, if you show your soul, if you claim your space, your brain gets a signal. I am safe. I am in control. I am the prize. The next time you walk into a room, I want you to find your chair. I want you to sit down. I want you to check your beige loafers. And then, I want you to lock in the figure four. Ignore the voice that says it's arrogant. Arrogance is noise. This is just presence. Don't just sit there. Own the chair. Until next time.